The Pimp C thing, I'm a big fan of Pimp. I knew today when I got here I was gonna give me a Pimp story. That was if you watch Boss Talk, y'all already know how I am about that, man.
Yeah, he loves his Pimp.
And I want to ask you who had the best verse on Big Pimpin'. You better not say the wrong thing, man.
You know why? Hug 'em, love 'em, leave 'em, but I
Big Pimpin'.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
But okay, so earlier he asked you, he's like, if Tupac was still living in this internet industry, where he would be. Now I want to ask you about Pimp C.
I think Pimp C would.
Because as outspoken as he was,
I was thinking. I think Pimp C, who he would most remind me of right now,
who?
Probably Paul from 3-6.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
How Paul and Pimp was on the same type shit when we were kids. Like, Paul was a fool with it. He'd get down quick, and they always were cool. You know what I mean? And how, if you look at Paul now, like, Paul got away from Memphis, got to California, produced some more records. Won him a Grammy this year with Killer Mike.
Awesome.
And you could just tell that he got a chance to live. You know, when we in survival mode, it's like we in survival mode. But I think that's what Pimp never got a chance to live. Like, you see it with Bun now, with Bun and Pimp. Like, I mean, with Bun and Queen. Like, I mean, he ain't in survival mode no more. Like, so
he
it's
enjoying
like
life.
He can chill. You know what I mean?
Chillburger's doing great.
Yeah, and you know, like back then it just it just wasn't no time to chill. You know what I mean? And you know, once he came home from jail, it was almost like he was trying to get back all the time he lost.
Yeah.
And but you can't get back time, and that's what the youngest got to understand, that you can't get back time. So take the examples. I think this is the only generation that don't want to listen to their elders. You know, and I think that's a big mistake for the youth. That one thing, yes, y'all done came up with more information than us, and yeah, y'all, in a lot of ways, it makes the young feel like they smarter than us. But it's not that you smarter than nobody. It's just that life has an experience that the computer can't give you.
I agree 100%. I want to, the Pimp C thing, I'm a big fan of Pimp. I knew today when I got here I was going to give me a Pimp story. That was if you watch Boss Talk, y'all already know how I am about that, man.
Yeah, he loves his Pimp.
And I want to ask you who had the best verse on Big Pimpin'. You better not say the wrong thing, man.
You know why? Hug 'em, hug 'em, love 'em, leave 'em, but I don't trust the need.
Big Pimpin'. Shit. Him, man. Look. I'm arguing with I'm with him when he gets the call.
Really?
I'm with
I gotta hear this story.
I'm with him when Bun like, yo, like, we gonna shoot the video over here. You gotta come over here. He was like, oh, I ain't going no goddamn. Well, I'm gonna go to Trinidad for a shoot a bitch. Man, look, man, we go to Miami, man. That man drove to Miami, put the car on the beach, and did the thing, did the video. So for me personally, I just knew that he always knew that I got a certain way I do things, and I'm gonna do it my way. And I think by him doing it, it made UGK special.
Wow.
Because we interviewed Minister Seymour in Chicago.
Minister Seymour, yeah, I know that too.
Minister Seymour.
And he said that's where he was the one who did the white coat, the white mink coat.
And at that Player I Choose You video shoot.
To choose it, lover, never without a rubber, never in the sheets like it on top of the cover.
Stop playing, y'all boys, man, and that was Pimp C. That's my number one of all time. So Pimp C, that and me, like when it comes to Texas music, that's where I'm at with mine. So tell me about when you and Valentino and Pimpin' Ken and all y'all was sitting in there and done one. I want to know about that.
Well, man, game recognized game, so that's why they put it together. Now, Pimp C came to my beauty shop in Chicago. I didn't know Pimp. Kenny sent him over there. Pimp, he gave me a bag then, a bag of money.
Really?
And showed me so much love and said, hey man, thank you. Whatever you want to shoot my video, be in it, I want you there. Man, the man showed me so much love. And the fur coat he got on, the white one.
Yeah, the white one.
Come from Church Furs. I made that coat for my company.
You made that coat?
I made that coat. That was a $25,000 coat.
You can't just say that. How did he end up? He called you and said, I need to get a coat? Man, you done messed me up now. Man, the interview might stop, boy. I'm a fan of him.
No, he came.
Yeah.
He came to my beauty shop.
Real player, man.
I didn't know him. My barber said, someone here to meet you. I said, ain't nobody looking for me because I don't even come in the barber shop. I don't even come around. So I so happened that day, he pulled up in a Lincoln, a black Lincoln.
I was with him.
You was with him?
I was with him, bro.
Y'all hell,
that boy was hell, but he was waiting to break it out till we had the video. Everybody was like, hey boy, Pimp got that Pimp about to come out, Pimp. He in there, boy, look at my hat, get my hat like this here. I told him, folks, get it to me. I said, man, how much you pay for that shit, man? Yeah, like $30,000. He paid about $30-something thousand for that. They got the hat and the Pimp. He came outside, man. He put it. But he was doing his shit, man. It was the greatest Texas shit I ever seen.
And it was hot. What was the temperature like down there?
It was hot. We was in LA. We in LA shooting the Players Anthem. He out there, he showing out. He got all the pimps with him. He got the Sweet Jane Jones going on. Boy, it was the funniest thing of all time. We thought it was so dope. At the same time, Bun was like, Lord have mercy, Jesus, boy. But he had a good time. And that was just such a great day, man. Like, it really was a fun day. Because that day, you got UGK, you got 666, you got Goody Moore, you got David Banner. We just out there tripping, really acting like some real country boy. And it was just so funny because to us, you know.
And they talk about that famous line that he would say that day, talking about the camera don't know.
That was on Big Pimpin.
Oh, that was Big Pimpin, where the camera don't know no temperature.
Oh yeah, don't. And he wore a mink in both of them on a summer day.
Summer day.
He thought, and what I said, man, it tripped me out. I was like, man, they were like, man, Pimp went to that. I said, bro, Pimp went and got that Benz, drove to Miami, got that girl. And they shot that shit on the beach, right there on South Beach.
That's crazy.
So for me personally, like, the times were just so dope because it was like watching history be made. You just didn't know where you belonged in it, but you was watching it. You was watching the industry change. You was watching the success of Fugees just being some little hip hop backpack group to going to selling 18 million.
Wow.
And then Lauren turns into what Beyonce is today. Lauren was that.
Wow.
The only reason why Lauren didn't become that because she didn't want it. That's why you gotta look in this business that we in. There are gonna be ones that's gonna do everything that these people want them to do to have the trophies and awards. And it's gonna be others that just live for really the people and the art. I'm cool on the trophies and I'm cool on the industry.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk.